Do, do, do. What? What?
Oh, Nancy. Hey.
I think the kidnapper just moved Maya to a new hiding place. Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
Wow, are you sure? I didn't see anything.
Come on.
I found evidence that will prove that Maya's being held in this building.
Wow. Evidence. Where?
Oh, good grief.
I'll talk to you later. I've got to get a hold of Sergeant Ramsey.
Yeah. Holy freaking cow. Come on. Faster, faster, faster. Come on. And actually, before we call Sergeant Ramsey, I want to see if Nicholas has any news.
Did you call? What's the story?
Not yet.
So what are you waiting for? The wrecking crew to bust in and dial the number for you?
Oh, he already knows. How the heck does he already know? Oh, right, small theater. Come on. Wait, what was that? Eustacia and Drop-Off, Florida. Okay. 911.
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing persons unit, please.
Please hold. Missing persons, this is Ramsey.
Sergeant Ramsey, it's Nancy Drew.
Hi, Miss Drew.
I found Maya.
You found her? So the case is closed.
I found her, and then she disappeared again.
Good grief. This girl's a regular Houdini. All right. What have you got for me?
I found a secret room under the stage. I saw Maya through a peephole, but by the time I got into the room, she was gone. The kidnapper must have moved her.
A peephole, huh? Are you sure you saw her?
Sir, there's evidence. Pizza boxes and one of Maya's shoes. I left everything where it was so you could see for yourself.
So you think the kidnapper's been using this secret room as a base camp? Well, this is very interesting, Miss Drew. It sounds like you've been conducting quite a search.
Now will you please send someone over to investigate?
Yep. Just bear with me while I try to find an available car. Help is on the way, Miss Drew.
An available
Great.
car?
Bye.
Okay, well, we're calling Eustacia. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 7. I can't believe Maya disappeared. She has to be somewhere in the theater.
Yes, hello.
Hello, is this Eustacia and Drop-Off?
Who else would it be? Everyone else is dead.
Oh, Mrs. Andropoff, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm trying to find out some information about Harry Houdini. Is it true that you're his cousin?
Who wants to know?
Oh, I beg your pardon. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case in St. Louis.
Harry was only my cousin by marriage, but my husband is dead, and so is Harry. So I guess that makes me nobody's cousin. Satisfied?
What a
I'm
grouch.
researching Mr. Houdini's ownership of the Royal Palladium Theater. Would you know anything about this?
He owned it. Half of it anyway, for a few months. Then he died. Does that help?
Do you know what
Good
happened
grief.
to his half? Did he sign it back over to J.J. Thompson?
Return it to James Jehoshaphat?
Mr. Stupendous?
Not on his life. Losing that man was Harry's greatest escape.
Did someone in Houdini's family inherit the theater?
Harry made a plan to give his half of the theater to someone he admired. A young magician, I assume. Perhaps a protege. I remember my husband telling me this.
Can you tell me
Wow.
anything more?
More? I'm 96 over here. I don't exactly have time
She's
to burn.
96.
I know it was a long time ago, Mrs. Andropoff, but this is terribly important. My friend is in danger, and finding out what happened to Houdini's half of the theater may be my only hope of saving her.
Call the Library of Congress. Ask about the Houdini collection. There must be something in all of those letters. You tell that Sherman Trout, Eustacia said. You're not dead yet, Shermy, so get up and make yourself useful.
The Library of Congress. You don't happen to have that number, do you?
Well, I should have this letter from Shermy around here somewhere. Cat food coupons. Vincent Jacuzzi repair. Dear Eustacia.
Jacuzzi
Here we go.
repair?
Library of Congress, Washington, D.C. 202-555-5000.
Thanks, Mrs. Andropoff. You've been a great help.
Save it for my funeral. Jeez, what a grouch. And we hear her voice again in game 6. No, not 6. Game 7. Game 7, Ghost Dogs Moon Lake. And the woman she's with is like 5 years younger than her.
Manuscripts.
I'm trying to reach Sherman Trout, please.
Speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Mr. Trout. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case that involves Harry Houdini and the Royal Palladium Theater in St. Louis. Eustacia Andropov recommended I call you.
Ah, yes. Eustacia was most helpful to us when we were assembling our Houdini collection. I presume you'd like to have a look at it?
Yes, please, Mr. Trout. I'm very interested.
Fine. Well, you'll just need to register with the library when you get here and fill out a request for the materials you wish to view. When your request has been processed, the materials will
Oh
be
my
delivered to one of
gosh.
our reading rooms.
We need to see
where
this
you can view
ASAP.
them.
Mr. Trout, please let me explain. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to come to Washington, D.C. to do research. I'm hoping you could help me find a document.
Well, Miss Drew, I'm sorry if you have logistical constraints, but please understand my own limitations. The Library of Congress currently holds over 40 million items,
Wow.
contained in 10,000 separate collections. It's the largest and most comprehensive library in the world. I simply don't have time to run research errands for the individual citizens.
Mr. Trout, if I don't solve this case in a matter of hours, the building I'm standing in will be demolished and an innocent 19-year-old girl, a friend of mine, may lose her life. You may be my only hope.
Why is your friend in danger?
She was kidnapped by someone desperate to save this building from demolition.
And what can you possibly be hoping to find in the Houdini collection that would help matters?
Mr. Houdini was part owner of the theater, and I'm trying to find out who inherited his half or what became of it when he died. I'm hoping Houdini might have discussed it somewhere in his personal documents. If I can prove that the current owner is not legally the full owner, then maybe I can get the demolition stopped and save Maya.
I see. Well, this sounds urgent. I suppose I can take a look.
That would be such a help, Mr. Trout. If you find anything, could you overnight it to me at the Royal Palladium?
Well, I certainly can't send you the document itself.
Of course.
It's a historical artifact now. But I could send you a slide. What's the street address there, if I find anything?
It's 1330 Washington Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63101. Please send the package in care of Nicholas Falcone or myself, Nancy Drew. I can't tell you how grateful I am, Mr. Trout. You might just be a lifesaver.
Miss Drew, I assure you, Sherman Trout is a man of his word.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Oh my gosh. I love his voice. And I know her interactive uses him multiple times. Because I think that's the same voice that's used in Phantom of Venice. Ooh, where'd he go? Alright, so we're not going to talk to Joe yet. I think doing that might end the day. I can't quite remember. Let's see if we can talk to... So, according to the game though, there are 3 days. So we still have some time left to...
How's progress? I know you sent the funeral wreath. Now where's Maya? I don't know what you're talking about, Sugar. Listen, the pressure must really be getting to you. I know a top-notch aromatherapist in town, okay? I'll give you her number.
Come on, Simone. Ginger's 24-hour flower-rama? I believe you've been caught red-handed.
You broke into my personal property? I could have you arrested for that.
It's just business, Simone. You do what agents do, I do what detectives do. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
All right, I sent the stupid wreath, but I'm no kidnapper. I needed something for the cameras, didn't I? And it was a very tasteful arrangement. Should have been for
I wanna
$300 bucks.
kick your butt.
Perhaps I went a little overboard.
A little?
A little overboard. You're dreaming if you think that's enough to get you off my suspect list.
Oh, that ends it pretty abruptly. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-doop-a-doo. Taking the secret passage. Dum bum bum ba-dum bum bum bum. So, I can't remember how recent it was, but I know it was this week. I made a comment on Twitter saying that Argofumf and I have something in common. And silly me, I thought he was earning money off the games that he's been uploading, but I forgot that he doesn't. So I commented saying, you know, the one thing that he and I have in common is that we play Nancy Drew game throughs. I just wish I would, but thankfully that I wasn't being paid for it. And he was like, he actually responded. It's so funny. His reply made me laugh. It made me smile.
How are you holding up?
Talk to you later, Brady.
Bye.
Bye. Alright, we might end up having to talk to Joe anyways. I think that was supposed to be the first thing we do, actually. Oh wait, no, that's the first thing that we do in day 3. Can we... Is he back? No, he's not. Okay. Do.
Hi, Nancy. What happened?
That was weird.
The kidnapper's been holding Maya in that magician's room under the stage.
You found her? Oh, that's great. Where is she now?